Good day, viewers. You are welcome to the Law TV, your number one fantastic reality TV that gives you all that it takes to be enlightened on trending news such as politics, entertainment, sports, and what have you. If you are new on this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button as well as already subscribed. So please don't forget to drop your comments anytime I drop new videos. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Breaking news. PDP woman leader bunt. Husband cries out, seeking justice. Elder Simon Babani Abo, widower of late Mrs. Salome Acheju Abo, woman leader of People Democratic Party (PDP) in Ochedamu, Ofu local government area of Kogi, has cried out for the justice over the killing of the deceased by political thugs, saying the light of his family has been put out. The killing of the politician in the aftermath of the celebration that trailed the re-election of the state governor, Yahaya Bello, in last Saturday governorship election had elicited outrage from Nigeria, who described the incident as wicked and inhuman. Elder Arbor's reaction came on a day the police in Kogi State said they were almost at the root of fishing out perpetrators of the killing. Recounting events that led to his wife's death in a statement issued yesterday in Abuja, he said the attack and murder of his wife on Monday, November 18, 2019 was premeditated, adding that his late wife was resting from an early attack she suffered on election day when the house was surrounded and burnt by the thugs with her inside. He said, "My attention is being drawn to various stories, both offline and online, regarding the sorrowful death of my beloved wife, Mrs. Salome Acheju Abo, on Monday, November 18, 2019, which happened at Ochademu, Ofu local government area of Kogi State, Nigeria. I am constrained to set the record straight, despite the heaviness and pain I feel at present. My wife, a devout Christian, a lover of peace, who hates anything violent, was a grassroots politician, community leader. She was a woman leader for the People Democratic Party (PDP) from the early years of her political career. She had her first elective position as a councillor in Ofu local government area of Kogi State between 2003 and 2007. She contested for Ida Federal Constituency for House of Representatives in 2007 and was the only woman among the constituents. She was also a special assistant on grassroots matters to former Governor Idris Wada. She also contested in the last general election for the State House of Assembly in 2019, all under the PDP platform. Until this unfortunate incident, she was an active member of the party, a campaign team member for Engineer Musa Wada and the PDP woman leader. On Saturday, November 16, 2019, at the Ochedamu Primary School polling unit, one of the attackers, in the company of other boys, told me that he was going to deal with my younger brother, Gowon Abo, who is a strong supporter of the PDP. He further said that this election is for the APC and that there was nothing anyone can do about it. I politely told him that there was no need for this, that we are all brothers, that we all drink the same flowing river, went to the same playing ground in the community, and that we should still remain in the community, politics notwithstanding. After casting my vote, I headed home, leaving my wife behind to watch the electoral process. After some time, my brother Gowon ran back home to inform me that one of the attackers was beating my wife where she was sitting under a shade observing the process, and that when the Gowon Abo and other people tried to intervene, he attempted to stab him and he had to run back home. As we were still talking, one elder Samuel Salami Agbali brought my wife on his motorcycle to our compound and advised that we rush her to the hospital. I took her to Holy Memorial Hospital, Ochadamu, where she was attended to by one Dr. Agama, who was examined and given her some drugs and advised to rest due to the trauma of the attack. After the election, I returned to Abuja where I reside, leaving her behind to rest for a few days as advised by the doctor. I was constantly on phone with her on Monday, November 18 at about 12 a.m. My younger brother in Lokoja, Pastor Mark Abo, called me that there was trouble at home, that the attackers and others were in a drinking joint close to our house, boasting how they were going to deal with Gowon, our younger brother, who narrowly escaped their attack on Saturday. According to his report, Solomon Gowon's sons overheard him boasting, pleaded with them on his father's behalf to forget about the incident. At this point, one of them picked up a bottle and started pursuing Solomon. While pursuing Solomon, he tripped and fell on his own knife, which was tied around his waist, and unfortunately injured himself on the thigh. Solomon ran home to inform his father, Gowon Abo, of what had transpired. Meanwhile, the injured attacker was rushed to Holy Memorial Hospital at Ochadamu. After the conversation with my brother, Pastor Mark Abo, I immediately put a call home to Ojonuga Abasa, my cousin, who told me he was at the hospital where the injured person was being attended to. According to him, the hospital, after administering first aid treatment, requested for a police report before further treatment. While the doctors were waiting for the police report, friends of the injured got agitated and moved him to another hospital where he lost his life. When the news of his death filtered into town, angry APC supporters came to the town, shooting sporadically. People scampered for their lives, and the APC supporters headed to my house where my wife was resting. Unaware of what was happening in the community, the supporters surrounded my house, shooting sporadically, and further set the house ablaze and burnt my wife to death and completely burned down the entire buildings in my compound. Afterwards, the APC supporters headed to 4 other houses in the community owned by known PDP supporters and burned them down. Let me conclude here that the attack on my wife on Saturday and the one carried out on Monday, November 18, 2019, when my wife and mother of my children was resting in our family house, were premeditated. I hereby appeal for justice to prevail over this gruesome murder of my wife and loss of properties. Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, what's your take home on this news? Don't forget, your comments and opinion are of great importance. Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to receive more updates. Thank you.